Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode from the Ultimate EDC. And today I've got some really cool blades that were loaned to me by, I'm not sure if he wants me to say his name or not, but somebody I've met through Instagram. Really cool guy. He's got some killer blades. His name's Tomas, so I won't give any more information just in case he doesn't want him to know, but super generous guy and let me borrow some unbelievable blades. Probably the craziest knife I've ever had in hand. But before we get to that, I'm going to do the blades of the day. Today's fixed blade was the Spyderco Bodacious. You guys can see this, and this was upgraded with rock scale design scales and backspacer. Get a look at that. Pretty nice. And it has the Lynch Northwest clip too, deep carry. Really cool knife. I always had this in mind if I wanted to try it, and it's a hair bigger than the Shaman. It feels nice in the hand, and with these aftermarket scales, definitely makes a difference. This is a really nice little EDC. It really surprised me. And if you can look, it's got kind of the, the kind of that worn looked titanium. Kind of reminds me of a worn out Sabenza scales. Really nice. Highly recommend it. If you're looking for a nice EDC, decent size, good thickness on the blade, nice action, compression lock, easy to flick, really cool. And then today's fixed blade. This is a pretty cool one, guys. I really like the sheath as well. This is from Primitive Bear. It was Papa Bear knives prior, and this is a custom Bush Bear. So first we'll take a look at the sheath. Got a little space there for a Bic lighter. You can put a stone in there if you wanted to. I put a Bic lighter in there. It's got the attachment for the ferro rod. Really nice leather work. Get a look at that. Really cool. Right? Carries really nice. Then check out this blade. So we got, I mean, look at this. Tell me this isn't cool looking, right? Look at the scales on this bad boy. Right? It just caught my eye, and I had to grab this thing. I really did. So just a few specs. This is a Scandi, as we can see. 3/16, and this is 80 CRV2 steel. And they call this antiqued day glow scales. I mean, I think it looks awesome. Kind of reminds me like the blood from the Predator, right? Doesn't it look like that? And the this is day glow blue liners as well, so it really pops. Just a badass knife, right? Crazy. It's got a little bit of use. I bought it used. I did a couple, feather sticks with it. It's sharp. It is super sharp. I like a Scandi grind. I mean, this has got, whew, man. But doesn't that look cool? Good size blade. I don't have all the specs on it. It's probably a 5.5-inch blade, 6-inch blade. Really comfortable in hand, and I always put the Ranger bands on there. You can use these in terms of fire starting, or they just give a little grip if the scales are slick, which these aren't really that slick, but I just like having it on there. And it's got a nice lanyard too with a bead on there. Really cool. And guys, one thing I want to apologize for, I'm sure you've caught it, is my horrible New England accent. I try to keep it in check, but sometimes it slips out. I'm sure you guys can guess where I'm from just the way I talk. But anyways, really cool knife. I just thought that was such a cool fixed blade. I had to grab it. It's got a 90 spine too, so you can really spark a ferro rod off it. But isn't that really cool looking? Really nice. All right. So with that being said, I had I'm going to call him a buddy of mine now, that we talk a little bit on Instagram. And I'm new to Instagram. I'm not a big Instagram guy. I haven't been on it that long, but he just had some killer blades, some really cool blades, and blades that I had actually been interested in grabbing. So we talked a little bit, and I asked if I could see a blade, and he ended up sending me 3 blades, all cool, really cool blades. and I'm psyched because otherwise I wouldn't be able to handle these blades. So the first one I want to show is this bad boy here. You guys have probably seen this before. This is the Cowwell Custom Knife Works MVC. Get a look at that. Now I've seen people review these, and I was always intrigued by it. I really like the look of it. Definitely, he's put some use in this bad boy. It's look at that. Really, really nice. Look at that blade, right? So I'll just go over some specs quick. Overall length is about 9 1/4. Blade length's around 4 inches. It weighs 9 ounces, but it doesn't feel it at all because it's so well distributed. This is a chisel grind in A2 steel, titanium with, I think these are G10, or they could be micarta. I think they're G10 though. But he's definitely used this blade. And the one thing I really like is too, the titanium backspacer, if you can see that, it goes all the way, the full length of the handles, right? How cool is that? And there's a glass breaker on the end there. This is very pokey too. Let me tell you, you don't want to get poked with that. But really nice. Super ergonomic in the hand. It fits my hand perfect, right? And I really like the looks of this blade. The color scheme, everything. It's very comfortable in hand. This blade, how I can say this? It's got one of those edges, and I'm going to get a close-up of it for you. I don't want to fool around with this knife. This chisel grind is extremely sharp. I mean, it is probably one of the sharpest chisels I've ever felt. Like, I don't even want to, this is not a fidget knife. It's washers, and it's kind of like a, CRK-esque, I guess you'd say. But it is not one that I want to mess with. It's so sharp that I don't want to be fooling around and finger flick it, or, I mean, you can definitely do it. Like you can do it if you really flick it out there, but it's definitely not a fidget knife, but it'll definitely do some work for you. And he's used it pretty well, you can tell. Give a different angle of the blade there. Nasty, nasty point. Whew. I mean, it is 0. It just goes down to nothing. Whew. One more close-up of this blade. Really, really like the looks of this. I'm probably going to grab one if I can find one in the secondary. So again, this is the Cowwell Customs Knife Works MVC. Big blade. Very cool. Really nice. All right. Next, this is Vandermeulen Blade Works. His name is Jeff Vandermeulen, the maker. And the model on this bad boy is the Wrath number 3. And this is obviously a frame lock flipper. Full tie, this is a custom knife. And the steel is CTS XHP. And it's got that really, really nice fuller. I'll give you guys a close-up on this. I mean, look at this. Look at the stonewash on that. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful blade. Action is awesome. Pretty much drop shut. Super comfortable. All the edges on this have been radius, where it's knocked down all the edges, so it's super smooth and comfortable. Really nice. And I like, for me, the jimping on this blade. I hold a saber grip 90% of the time when I'm using a knife, and it just, my thumb fits perfect there. Really, really well done. And I love the Warncliffe on that. This is a really nice blade. This is another one. I'd love to grab one. Vandermeulen Blade Works. I've been on his site. He's got some blades out there now available. Take a look at the back spacer there. It's got some nice size to it. I don't have all the dims, but it's nice blade stock. Let's say probably 150 thousandths of an inch, probably. And a good size. Probably 8.5 inches. Really nice. Great action too. Pretty much drop shut. You just give it a little bit of a nudge. It goes back down. And flipping action, as you can see, phenomenal. Again, both examples of extremely, extremely good everyday carry knives. Guys, this next one here, I'm going to tell you, I think this is the craziest knife I've ever seen in hand, ever. I've never seen anything like this. I've never held a blade like this. In person, it's just unbelievable, right? This thing is insane. Get ready. This thing is nuts. I don't even want to have anything else in the shot. Guys, look at this. Man, this is a Reese Wheeland Fatty Cobra XXL. I think I've seen this on a few reviewers' channels, but this thing is just insane. I mean, look at it. Look at this thing. Look at the thickness on that back spacer. Holy crap, right? It's the thickest knife I've ever held in my hand. I've never seen anything like this. And watch this blade, guys. Oh, jeez. Look at that thing. Hawkbill blade, 4 inches. And again, it doesn't seem that heavy, but look at the blade stock, right? Look at this. It's 497 thousandths of an inch thick. It's almost half an inch thick, right? And to give you an idea how thick this really is, I brought out my Medford TFF-1 Fat Daddy, right? No small knife of its own. And look at this. Guys, look at the blade, look at the blade stock on that. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Unbelievable. And look how wide the handles are too. And this is a big knife. If you guys haven't seen these, this Medford is no small knife, but it is absolutely dwarfed by this bad boy. Look at that. Insane. Right? The craziest knife I've ever had in hand, without a doubt. Hands down. I've never seen a blade like this in person. Never. And I want to thank Tomas so much for letting me borrow these knives and seeing them, because otherwise I would have never come across this blade. Look at that. And action, great action, right? I mean, full titanium frame lock flipper, lock bar stabilizer, right? And I think I may have seen that these may be stainless. I'm not sure. I think they might be stainless steel spacers, but the knife is Thai. It's got great grip. And that blade is, look at that blade, guys. I mean, that is sharp as a razor, boy. Whew. I mean, crazy. And at the tip on that, super sharp. Beautiful example. Again, look at the thickness on that. I mean, if I compare that to my Bodacious, look at this. Right? Unbelievable. Wow. And even though it's a beast, I mean, I don't know if you're going to, carry this in shorts, but you could. 16 ounces, it's not crazy. The action is great. Flipping action is great. Pretty much drops shut. And that blade probably weighs a ton. But this is, I got to say, this is the craziest knife I've ever had in person. That I've seen, I've held. I mean, look at that thing. Insane. Right? Look at that. So badass. And it's comfortable. You hold it. You don't think this is a comfortable knife. Like, you could use this. You really could. I don't know if he carries it or not, but really comfortable. I've got, XL hands, and the knife fits. The scales really are comfortable to hold. Really are. Again, it weighs 16 ounces, a little bit of a weight to it, but not unbearable. So I'm going to put that, in the spot there. I mean, look at that. Just crazy. Great job to the maker. And again, thank you so much to Tomas for letting me borrow this. Insane. Look at that. Right? When I took it out, I just said, holy crap. Like, I just couldn't stop looking at it. I've never seen anything like this, truly. What an example. So, again, I just want to pull out the knives that he let me borrow. I'm going to have these back to you very soon. I've just really enjoyed showing these. I mean, A couple of my buddies that have never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like that either. Again, so we have the Cowwell Custom Knife Works MVC. We got the Vandermeulen Blade Works Wraith number 3. And this bad boy, unbelievable. Reese Wheeland Fatty Cobra XXL. Insane, guys. Insane blade. Look at that. Again, I'll put one more shot of it next to the Medford. Look at that. It's like 2 Medfords. Maybe even a bit more. Crazy. Beautiful blade. Excellent craftsmanship. What an imagination to build something like that. So again, I want to thank Tomas so much. That was really, really cool, man. I really appreciate it. I'll have these back to you. If there's anything you want of mine that you've seen on my channel, please feel free. I will love to send it off to you. This was such a cool thing. And this Cowwell custom knife, I've really been looking at this a lot. And, you know, I'm so glad I got to handle it and get a chance to feel what it's like before I bought it. Very cool. This is no nonsense, guys, this blade. Whew, this thing will do some work. No doubt. As they all will. I just want to say thanks again to Dave at Barefoot Bruisers and Steve at Scotch and Things. These guys are such cool guys and such great friends, and they give me shout outs on their channels, and I really appreciate that so much, guys. You guys, like I said, were the inspiration for me to start my channel, and I'm so happy that you guys enjoy the content that I'm doing, because I really, really like kicking back and, you know, and having a drink, whatever, and just watching your videos and just chilling out and like hearing about it. And Dave was he went to Blade Show and he was looking out for a blade for me. And again, Dave, thanks so much for checking that out for me. We were both looking at Old Dominion Knife Works. I was looking at the Chupacabra, and I think he was too. But I really appreciate that, man. I can't say enough. All right, with that being said, I'm going to get to today's movie rec. Today's movie is going to be Mad Max Furiosa. It was released in 2024. If you guys have watched the Mad Max series, this is a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. So Anna Taylor-Joy plays Furiosa, basically in her younger days, and Chris Hemsworth plays the main villain, Dementis, who's, you know, obviously the villain, her number one antagonist. She gets kidnapped as a young girl, and it follows her as she's growing up in like the post-apocalyptic world. It's really cool. Great performances. And I got to be honest with you, I was surprised by how much I really liked it. I did not have high expectations going into it, but it really surprised me. It's a cool movie. I would definitely recommend it. If you like that Mad Max type vibe, definitely check this out. Mad Max Furiosa. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, leave a comment below. And if you liked it, just give me a like if you can. Let me know. All right, guys? Thanks a lot.